Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, please consider subscribing, and if you could, hit the like button. And by all means, please leave comments. Appreciate the feedback that I've gotten from folks so far, and look forward to getting more. So today, I actually had a job interview in my field, in my profession that I've been working in for almost 3 decades. And it was pretty clear, it feels funny after you haven't been working for a while or putting on the uniform, putting on the shoes, the casual dress, business casual shoes, putting on the slacks, putting on a sport coat and so on, shirt, button-up shirt. It feels funny because it has been almost an entire year now, 7 months, since I last had to do that. The part that, and then of course the drive to the interview, and along the when I was driving, I was actually just, I was pretty laid back. I was conversing with a friend of mine who is, from my neck of the woods up in the Northeast. And we were just chatting casually. So it wasn't really anything about work and so on. It was more personal stuff. So I get there and, immediately I'm greeted by one of the people who will be interviewing me and so on. And it was all very cordial. They asked, for the most part, good questions, and certainly all within my field of expertise. So after the meeting, I get a call from one of the parties that I've been dealing with through setting up the interview process and so on. And, here come the sandbag questions, here come the little personal politics. And I'm not talking about politics in the sense of, uniparty, nonsense. I'm talking about the little petty stuff, particularly in these small towns. That 90% of the reason why these small towns stay small towns. And I don't mean that in a pejorative way. I mean that, frankly, it's the politics of, I'm a big shot in my little town. It's like, okay, you're a big shot in a town of, 2,000-3,000 people. All right, well, yeah. And I don't really understand any of it, and I guess I never will, to be honest with you. Most of this, to me at this point, especially after doing it for almost 30 years, it's a paycheck. And if it doesn't work for me financially, then, it's not going to be worth my time. So, I really, I'm kind of tired. I guess it's the games, the personal games, just like, we talk about on this channel and elsewhere in the manosphere about the games that women play, about the hidden dramas, the shit tests and all that. And, that's what this is. But the surprising thing is that, this is all men. The people who are the decision makers are all men. And they have their little games. And I know some of it may have to do with their, as is the case in a lot of small town politics, benefiting themselves and their friends. I don't know if that's the case or not, but certainly, listen, if they go in another direction at this point, I'd almost be happy, to be honest with you. I'm just too old for this shit. I'm too old for the games. I'm too old for the nonsense that people spew. Hell, I'm to the point where I don't really even like leaving the house anymore. And if it's anything more than a, hey, how you doing kind of conversation, I kind of, shut down a little bit. So honestly, if I was a year older, as I've said many times, I would just have put in for Social Security and called it a day, because it's really not even worth it. It isn't worth the grief. It isn't worth the, the favorite word of this generation of late is performative. I guess we used to call it by different things, but it's all a facade, right? It's all just people putting on masks and playing their head games with sandbagging and thinking they one-upped you or got one over on you. And I just really don't understand it, because to be honest with you, life is far too short. And these days I'm realizing exactly how short it is. It's funny that my ex said to my son about how, I was having a midlife crisis. And I had to laugh because, my second ex is, she's in her 40s now. She's actually approaching her mid-40s. And let's see, 83. Yeah. So, and me being in my early 60s now, it's like, wait a second, midlife. I think your math is off there, sweet cheeks. It's funny. It's funny of people's perceptions, right? Midlife crisis. Yeah, well, it'd be good for me if it was midlife. It would give me a good run to like 120, 130. That's a damn good run. Yeah, people's perceptions and stuff, the little games, I don't know where it comes from. I guess it's human nature. There are an awful lot of people out there in the certainly in the personal realm, but even professionally, I guess I never really woke to it because I was so caught up into the rat race, the day to day, the just getting through it, the slog, that I never really stopped to think about it. But in stopping to think about it now, it's like, what are you hoping to accomplish? Like what, okay, so don't hire me. Convince other folks not to hire me. I'm fine with that. I'll live. I'll get it. I'm already over it, bro. So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope this helps somebody out there, and I hope that for all of you, you get what you want. At this point, I'm settling for the getting what I need. At any rate, I thank you for your listening. Again, please consider liking, subscribing, and I will see you all down the road. Take care.